Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday, December 21st, 2021. And I am about to go scrolling on LinkedIn, set my timer 30 minutes, and share my screen. We're here on LinkedIn. I've actually been super active on LinkedIn today already. And I've been doing an awful lot of outreach. If you've been following me along for a while, or if you are a friend of mine, if you are somebody that I'm engaged with on LinkedIn, you've probably have received a message from me this morning because I am actively trying to get people signed up for a couple of workshops that I have coming up. What is this? Apparently Eli and Isaiah were being kids in our store. And apparently they got some great parents. Too good not to share, adding to my list of what makes this such a great community to live and work in. I don't know what it says. Let me see here. Dear Mulba, I'm so very sorry about breaking the light. I make the wrong decision of throwing the ball. We gave you $15 from shoveling driveways again. I am very... Yes, yes, yes. Love this. When I was a kid, I stole something from the store and my mother brought me back in by the ear. True story. And made me apologize. I remember the young assistant manager was probably 20 years old, 10 years older, 20 years old. It's just a kid. Maybe 7. True story. Really? Embarrassed. Embarrassed. Was just as embarrassed as I was. Hashtag true story. Hashtag great mom. Love this. When I was a kid, I stole something from the store and my mother brought me back in by the ear, by my ear. He made me apologize. I remember the young assistant manager was probably 20 years old and I was just a kid, maybe 7. He was just as embarrassed as I was. Never forget. Never forget. Straighten me out, I tell you what. Whoa. Whoa. Think that's fine. However, the service airbag repaired. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna like it, although I don't like it. I'm just... All right, so everybody knows the rules. If you're new here, let me tell you the rules. The rules are that we are going to like and share and comment on as many posts as possible. That is one heck of a good looking sandwich. This is being strong, takes one day at a time. You and me both, sister. Thriving litigation attorney. Oh, that's nice. Good for you. Just beat stage 3. What? Holla. This team member choosing would like to introduce Chorus Grant, swing stewarding manager at luxury casino resort in Lake Charles. Oh yeah, brother. Good for you. Mike, so true of the culture. If every never stop getting better by Tom Brady. Well, not by Tom Brady. Phil Horn. I'm a sucker for polls. You know it. I know it. Will you be investing in cryptocurrency? I mean, the answer is yes, because I just invested in a little bit of what we call Gary V. Actually, I joined his book club, the old new book club. You know that whole story about Gary Vee selling 1 million books in one day? Yeah, I was one of those who bought books. I didn't buy 1 million, of course. Repost Evans, Georgia. My husband and I stopped at Walmart to pick up a couple of things. As we were walking to the refrigerator, we noticed a woman who had passed out and fallen on the floor, being a registered nurse, blah, blah, blah. And he just sat with her. Oh, see that? Good for you, brother. Tim Tebow. Love this guy. Omar. Oh, I thought I saw Omar. I did. Omar liked it. Who is this? Passionate leadership. And good for you. I'm passionate about leadership myself. People who shared this. Governor Phil Scott of Vermont, which is where I hail from, for those New York peeps who didn't know. Renita Marshall, by the way, went to high school with Renita, is today honoree of our Rays of Kindness recognition. Oh, that is so great. Congratulations. Good for her. Lou Diamond, if you're not listening to Lou's podcast, you are missing out, my friends. J. Daryl Hicks, I have his book literally on my desk here. Look at this. Chad Sweeney, my brother, commenting on a Daryl Hicks post. Good for you. Lisa McQueen from the post below. You could say that we have a way with words. We also have a way with COVID disinfectant. Love this lady. She is super fantastic down in Australia. And sounds like Australia is only up and up, which is really good. HHS, I so want to work with HHS. Same with Tim Mark and 4M, such a great company. Southern New Hampshire University, one of my alma maters. Oh, let me pull this over. I always forget because I'm not thinking clearly. You should be thinking more clearly. Microphone. Okay, now let me go back to my sharing my screen. Hello. It doesn't make sense to hire smart people and tell them what to do. We hire smart people. You know what? I mean, I like it, but the whole Steve Jobs is a walking god. He does nothing wrong. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody who tries to put leadership as this pie in the sky, holier than thou, only a few can walk on the holy grail of water and leadership. Get out of here. Give me a hardworking manager, somebody who's willing to make decisions day in and day out, even bad ones. I'd take 1,000,000% over this whole notion of whatever. I'm off my soapbox. Forget about me. Pay attention to this. Let's go. 1976, I joined. How do you say that? Ashutosh College with statistics. What is the most important trait which determines your life? Of those, hard work, courage, honesty, I'm totally going with courage. Having the courage to speak honestly. Like, I was legit just reading Gary Vee's book. I should be doing a commercial brought to you by Gary Vee. And he was talking about kindness and candor. And when you learn, because he's always like, I've always been trying to be kind, but I've never tried to be, candor. And I've never tried to have this candid relationship with people. And he realizes that he should have. And me too. I agree. And the way to be candid with people is through kindness. And if you can map that, if you have the courage to be kind and candor, yes, you know what I mean. I'm gonna like it because I like polls. Really interesting. This is tonight at FIU commencement. It's a perfect example of the human spirit that has no boundaries. A master's student in bioengineering received a master's degree in applause and encouragement. And
as you see, is paralyzed as a result of a spinal cord injury. He walked to a degree. Oh, that is legit. Legit. Love that stuff. Good for you, brother. Don't give up. Showstopper. The movie theater has a attention, movie theaters near me. Come on. Why is my theaters? Movie theater near me? Yes, please. So all I'm doing is I'm liking, I'm scrolling, I'm trying my best to read. Isn't it great when your coworkers support and cheer you? Yes, it is. And here we go, an Army Navy game and some Young Bucks challenge a champ. Oh, yeah. I love that kind of stuff. Believe in love. Do what makes you holy. Amen, brother. I like that t-shirt. Jess Toddfeld, we love this guy. If you want to be on television, if you want media exposure, he is the guy you need to be talking to. I guarantee. Pritchard Industries. You know what? Pritchard, this is my fault because I haven't been doing enough outreach to Pritchard Industries, but I'm super, you're welcome. Super interested in interviewing EVS directors who work for Pritchard Industries because they seem like such a great company. I don't know them, I've never worked for them, but I just love these kind of pictures. But I gotta do some more outreach to them because I am a big fan. Jane Lutz, how to improve your virtual communication tips, skills. Weekly tip number 50. She's almost done a year. I can't believe. Come on. It has been a year. Good for you. That is, listen, you post every week for a year. That is impressive. That's really, really impressive. That's hard to do, my friends. Trust me, I know. I try to post like 8 times a day. I'm not always successful. And you know what? I don't post that much on weekends, and I don't know what. Planned companies. Is it time to outsource your services? Planned companies is best in the industry, without question. If you need to outsource, look here. I love planned companies. They're run by a guy named Rob Francis, and he is just one of the nicest guys, truly down to earth, really takes care of his people. Really, really good company. Follow my mentor, Bridget, here on YouTube for great advice. Can your boss be your best friend? Can your boss be your best friend? Can your boss be your best friend? I don't want to say it depends. I want to be yes or no. I want to be black and white. But again, with Gary Vee, he's like, the problem with managers is they're always black and white. God damn it. Oh, I said no. I didn't mean to say. Can I take it back? I meant it depends. I'm going to keep it as a no. But 55% of my friends and colleagues agree with me. I guess I would have said, I don't know what I would have said. It depends. This person believes Jesus is the reason for the season. I agree too. Amen, sister. Caitlin Donovan. Let me tell you about Caitlin Donovan, by the way. Let me go ahead and, so you suck at relaxing. She focuses on burnout, and she's got a fantastic podcast, but I just saw her present, and they only gave her like 5 minutes. I think it was maybe like 2 minutes, to just present something. And it was like the most impactful 2 minutes. Like it was 2 minutes of sitting on the edge of your seat, trying to keep up with note taking. Yeah. That kind of, she's really, really great. I'm telling you, if you are struggling with burnout, if you're looking for somebody to speak on burnout, Caitlin Donovan, Erwin. You know what? I got the I don't want to talk vaccine status. I don't care what you do, and I please don't care what I do. But I'm just saying, I just got the stupid booster and got sick for an entire week. It drives me crazy. I don't want to be sick. I remember struggling with the flu vaccine because you get sick for a day, get sick for an entire week. Oh, I kept working, friends. Oh, well, let's not pretend. You know who it is. All right, Pritchard Industries again. Stephanie, I home for the holidays for little dog. Oh, I had the worst experience with my dog yesterday. He might have eaten somebody else's dog poop. And I legit had to sit him down and just let him know how disappointed I am in his decisions. And everyone's like, he's a dog. And I'm like, listen, I know he's a dog, but still, I just wish my dog made better decisions. I wish he made better choices in his life. And the day before yesterday, this happened yesterday, the day before, he was really struggling because somebody didn't clean up after their dog. And that happens sometimes. And so my dog was just super curious and I just kept him away. And I'm like, with that whole tug of war, I'm like, peace and love. We don't need to explore, And Meredith Powell, love this girl. What's so great about her is she goes live every Saturday. Every Saturday morning she goes live. I just love that. Go get it. Christian, Anthony, Tamika. Anyway, so then yesterday I'm out walking my dog. Todd, he's a professor, but he reads a book a week and he wrote this great book on visual leadership. Really, really great guy. I actually could have him on my show. I really want to have him on my show. Are you living your purpose? No question. No question. I'm here to serve. I love what I do, working in housekeeping. SpaghettiOs in a pie crust is not something I liked it because I'm here to like things, but no. Anyway, oh my God, Joe Affelbaum. Let me see how much time I have left. Oh, I have plenty of time, 13 minutes left. He yelled at me and I didn't like it. I stood up for myself and said, if you yell at me like that, I cannot work with you. Oh, wait a minute. He was angry because something happened and he let it out on me. The server was down and he was pissed. Maybe I could have been more proactive. Did I deserve this? No. Did I be a friend? No. Did I? What do you do when an employer, client or employee starts yelling out of control? Curious, insightful. I do the opposite. As they get louder, I get quieter. Is that a word, quieter? Well, it is what I do. I sincerely do. Love Joe Affelbaum too. He's another one of those LinkedIn experts, real engagement kind of guy. Anyway, about my stupid dog. I can hear I'm barking at the lawn guys right this second. So I'm walking him by that same spot yesterday, and my neighbors come out to chat. And they say, because they're walking their dog, like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, oh, how you guys doing? Blah, blah, blah. And I turn and look, and my dog is nose deep eating. Oh my God. I was so mortified. And I pulled on him and I'm like, no, my God. And my wife has this thing where when ABM, I love ABM. I got to get ABM on the show too. Again, my fault. I'm not doing enough outreach to these companies because they're full of great EVS directors. Anyway, Lynn too. Lynn, I need to have you on my show. I don't know if I've already talked to you about that, but I really would want to. Joe D'Amato, come on. This guy takes a ton of fantastic pictures. If you need a photographer, Joe D'Amato is the guy. Come on, like it. Anyway, my stupid dog, he started eating it. My wife, if my wife sees the dog start to eat something, like we're outside and you never know what he's eating because we don't have, unlike him, we don't have our nose to the ground. Right. And, so we have no idea what he's eating. and she will just dive in with both hands and just, reach in his mouth and just pull out because she's so scared it's like a chicken bone or something. And she always pulls her hand out, it's all slobber. And I'm like, you are a better woman than I am. I mean, let's not get crazy. I mean, there's no chance I'm diving in. And then yesterday, as I see him, full mouth on that, I was like, the best I can do is pull you away as best I can. There's no chance I'm going after it. Whatever's in your mouth is staying there. And then, I gave him a tooth dental chew thing and wish for the best. Dogs. I just wish he made better decisions. That's all I'm trying to say. I just wish Cheryl Knowlton. She's really great too. Jackie Chow, regional manager, Trinidad Property Consultants. Interesting. Interesting. Michael Solomon. How many posts? Come on, what are you doing? How many posts have I liked so far? John Disselkamp. Oh, he's not the one posting. Jim Bauman is. John Disselkamp. He's really great too. John's in Kentucky. Owns a cleaning company, does Class A commercial cleaning. He was on the show and he is super great. Really great guy, family guy. Hung out with him in Vegas while we're at the ISSA show. Really, really great. Let's see here. Marriott International offers sneak peek inside Bethesda Hotel. Love Marriott. I love ABM. I love everybody. Everybody. Connection. The Connector's Advantage. Michelle Liederman. I host a writing workshop for people in my NSA group, and she's going to be our guest speaker next month. So that's really fun. She's going to come and talk about publishing a book and promoting it. And she's written 4 books. I think all 4 of them are bestsellers. So she definitely has a lot to say. Would you rather a 3% raise or a more impressive title? I think people are lying here. I mean, I take the money too, but people really do get caught up on titles. Otherwise, they wouldn't be so. I mean, a lot of people, but don't trust me. Maybe that's accurate. I don't know. I know a lot of people who jump ship just for title, no extra money. The Inner Mind podcast. How do I get out of my head? Changing your reality is an apple. Interesting. Really fun interview where I discuss stories we all tell ourselves. Oh, that's really great. You know what, Owen? I don't know. Is that your podcast or is that her podcast and you were the guest? Does Owen have a podcast? Stonehill Communities. Why aren't I following Stonehill Community? Oh, come on. Stonehill Communities. They are really, really great nursing home chain. I think they're in Iowa. I think they're in Iowa. And we like them a lot. But we like Tammy. And Tammy, I think, works for them. Tammy Roshan. A lot of these things I already have liked. Is bad spelling, grammar, a deal breaker for you? The answer is yes, 1,000,000%. Yes. Look at that number, 52%. You can add that 18%. That 18%, let me tell you who those 18%ers are. Those 18%ers are saying, well, it depends. I mean, if you're in your car and you're texting like a moron, we don't expect you to have every period in place because we don't want you to get into a car accident over some type of grammar. But if you're just a moron, lazy SOB who decides to use the number 4 instead of the word 4, get out of here, especially in a professional setting. I can't tell you how many times I've received emails from professional people and they use that kind of texting shorthand in their email. I want to throw up. So that's really 70% of the people, for those of you listening, 70%. Says write out real words. Write out real words. Yes, you're in your. I did this. We were doing this writing exercise. I have 5 minutes left. I was doing this writing exercise. I was going to be this big, bad, earth-shaking writer. By the way, when I first started going to school for writing, I wanted to be, drum roll, please. I wanted to be a political speechwriter. That's right. That's right. What's up? What's up? You know what it was? Is it was in the It's when I was first started to really pay attention to politics, and I was watching all the speeches from President Reagan and then President Bush when he came in, the first president, and during the first Gulf War. And I mean, President Bush was constantly on TV and he was making all these speeches. And I remember saying, like, he doesn't write his speeches. There's somebody who actually writes these speeches for him. And I was like, now that's the best job I've ever heard of in my whole life, is to be behind the scenes writing these. We will not fail. We will not give in. We will not back. Like these very strong. I just loved it. And I was like, yes, I want to be a political speechwriter. Anyway, one of my professors had this exercise where we were supposed to spend the weekend buddying up. So you find somebody that you want to hang out with, and you're supposed to spend as much time as possible without speaking to each other, but just writing back and forth. So like, hey, do you want to go get something to eat? Sure. Like just handing back and forth a pad of paper. And it was just this kind of understanding sentence structure, understanding, the economy of words, and, just all this stuff. And I was doing it with my girlfriend at the time, and I made the mistake of the your. I said, whatever it was. I said, I didn't spell the right your, or maybe it was there. It was either there or your. I didn't spell the right one. And she corrected me on it. I ended the game. I was like, I don't want to write anymore. I was like, I want to quit writing. I was such a baby. Hi, Liz. When does age discrimination become an issue? Around age 40. The ADA says it's only illegal to age discriminate against people who are 40 and older. 40 and older. But look at that, 50 and older, it says. Well, the law is 40 and older. But nowadays, give me a 40-year-old any day. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Jeffrey McGee, when no one is around to see what you do, when no one is around to see what you do, what do you do? You know what, brother? I have no idea what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but the sentence is, maybe it's just me. I'm trying to read quickly. I'm going to say it's me. Daycare cleaning services. I love these guys. These guys are really great. They're just commented on somebody else's, but I thought that said Peter Lamb. Peter Lamb is a dietary manager. I don't know where he is now, but he works in hospitals and healthcare systems, and he is just one of the greatest guys. I haven't talked to him in forever, but that was not a post by Peter Lamb. It just, come on, what? Did I just reach the end of LinkedIn? 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I have a call with the IC in 11 minutes. Very excited about my IC call. Then I have a call with I'm going to call a new friend at 2:00, talking about putting a writing group together. So that'll be fun. What is your special prayer request for Christmas? Spiritual enlightenment is what I've been working. I've been doing this yoga. I have not been doing yoga. I should, but I haven't been. I've been doing this meditation every morning. Elaine, I love Elaine too. She's really great. Talk about a great speaker. Come on, where I feel like I've broke the LinkedIn. What was I saying? So I've been doing this meditation, and it's really all just about trying to change your thought patterns, change your intentions, and decide where, what you're trying to. I had 2 good interviews for multiple jobs, next to big background. They said I have to pay for it. Wait, I don't know that potential employees should be paying for their own background check. I just don't. It just makes no sense to me. I mean, I understand. I know there are people who are like, you pay for it, and if it comes back clean, we'll reimburse you. We'll give you your money back. And that's kind of like Roosevelt Rehab. I don't know what this is all about, but it looks sad. I hope they're doing well. it kind of is keeping people honest because I've interviewed people and I had to do a background check, and it does cost money. No background checks are free. And so you always ask, is there anything on the background? I mean, am I going to find anything? Be honest, because there's no reason not to be. And this guy was like, no, there's nothing, it's totally clean. And it came back with like 18 pages. How many languages do you speak? 2. Ha ha ha. How many languages do you speak? Dun, 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 dun. Actually, it's 1 and maybe a half, 1 and 3/4. I don't know. I just hit my 1,000 day. I think I'm on like 1,003 consecutive days of doing Duolingo for Spanish. So, after doing 1,000 days, you kind of have to be able to say something. So, adios, amigos. That's all I got.